Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim, coming to you from the home base here in Boynton Beach, Florida. I'm just out playing around this morning, and I pulled out my Predator 5000 inverter generator, dual fuel, propane and gas, and I'm running on some fuel right now. I did try it on the propane already, works perfectly. But what I did this morning, I want to show you guys. Everybody says the first thing you need to do is put one of these in, the NGK spark plug. This was $1.50 on sale. They're blowing them out at Advance Auto Parts. Advance or AutoZone, I think it was Advance actually. And the guy said, you don't want the platinum or something like that for a little bit more? I said, nope. They said, just put in, it's just for a generator. But the plug that's in here is the one that came out of my generator. And it's a torch. And I understand they are the bottom of the barrel when it comes to spark plugs. So they recommend putting one of those NGKs in, and she'll run smooth. So let's just start it up. That's the on button. This is such a cool looking little thing here. And we're going to start it up. It's going to be on regular mode. I'm going to switch it to eco mode. And I'm still running the little bit of fuel that I put in it when I first bought it to break it in. I changed the oil 3 times in it within a couple of hours of running. And I've got a fuel can here, and I am using, where is it? Right here. Someone says to get the Lucas, I'm sorry, not Locust, Lucas, but I'm going to use this up because a lot of YouTubers have used this as well. I also have non-ethanol gas in my can here. I bought that at Wawa. You can find it at Wawa and I think some racetracks. So I got myself 5 gallons of non-ethanol fuel, which is really good for these things. And I'm also putting in the stable because when the gas sits in the carburetor for a long period of time, it crystallizes. Not good. So what they do recommend doing is, you don't have to do this every time you shut it off, especially if you're out camping and things. But when you're going to store it, there's a switch right here. You switch to off and storage, and let it just run out of fuel. Let it just empty the carburetor. But it's a beautiful little machine. Let me just turn this around. Right. Now I can see what I'm looking at to show you guys. Yeah, you just unscrew these. In the previous generations, they had screws that you had to undo. Now there's just this. You pull it off. Everything is so simple to get to. They provided me a spark plug wrench right here, and that came out lickety split. It was barely in there, just snug. It wasn't really tight, so I didn't over tighten it either. This is the warranty papers and owner's manual, and there's a little charging cable there that I can use to charge a battery, I suppose. And this is a jetting kit, of which you probably don't need to change any of the jets out unless you're in very high altitude. So it's on. It has a remote control key start that's in my Tundra. We'll just use the push button right now and give it a push. I think you push it twice. Once. And that's on normal mode. I'm going to put it on eco mode now. The exhaust is in the back. Switch it right over here to eco mode. She just shuts right down. You can lock the wheels on it. And it has this, this pulls out here, comes way out to lift it up and carry it like a piece of suitcase luggage. I've got my 30 amp, I've already tried it. I plugged that right in from my RV. It runs everything in the RV, everything at one time. There's nothing that I have to be worry about shutting it off. TV, lights, microwave, AC, everything. Maybe not the electric hot water heater at the same time, but I use propane for that. And this has supposedly got 14 hours or 18 hours, something like that, ridiculous runtime at 25%. I think it's probably going to be a little less than that, but it's certainly get you through the whole night without having to wake up and go out and put some more gas in it. And I love the idea that you can just hook the propane tank right up to there. They give you this nice propane adapter. It goes from the tank to the generator. Then you've got some regular 120 volts and a USB-A, and I don't know what that one is. A USB-C right on top there. And these are all high output charging. So you can use this to charge your portable refrigerators, or run your camper or whatever you have. I mean, there's 1,001 uses. If you have like a portable heater, you're in the cold and you don't want to run your furnace and waste your propane, you can just fire this up, plug your camper right up to this, and then you plug your little electric heater inside to one of your wall units. And this is all kind of new to me, folks, but it's a very handsome machine. And I was going to go with the 3500, but this was only $100 more, and it was $9.99 and no tax when I bought it here in Florida for the Hurricane Preparedness Week. And this is something that you can have for years. And the only thing you got to do is change the spark plug every now and then, keep the air filter clean, and change the oil, which is only 20 ounces. I think it said every 100 hours, and that takes about 5 minutes to do. It's really, really simple. And this side over here, it has a pull start and another panel that comes off that has, I think that's where the oil filler is. The other side is where the spark plug was. But I'm talking slightly elevated because I can't hear myself. But it is never going to be a nuisance. Let's just walk away from it, and we'll see what it. I think it's supposed to be like 58 decibels volume. So I'm about 10 feet away now. Listen to that. Now that is on eco mode. Let's take it off of that. It doesn't have a load on it either, so it will rev up. So I'm going to have it in the back of my Toyota Tundra pickup truck here. This will be up so it can ventilate. And I have a 50-foot 30 amp RV cord. So if I wanted to take it out of here and move it away, if I'm out boondocking somewhere and I don't have electric, say at a campsite, let me back up a little bit further. That's just a few more feet, and I'm talking in a normal voice right now. So this would be much closer than another campsite would be. But like I say, when you're in a campground, you have electric, unless you're at a tent site, and then usually those are kind of separate from everybody. And as long as it's not bothering anyone, or it's late at night, I don't see how it's going to be a problem. You put it on the other side of you. I got a 50-foot cord. I really like it. It weighs 110 pounds, and like I said, it's got a long run time. Forgot how many gallons of fuel it holds, but that NGK spark plug, hopefully it's doing a good job. It doesn't sound much different than the one I had in there. Of course, it was brand new, but maybe they don't last as long. And I just bought that NJK plug and put it right in there. I didn't check the gap or anything. I suppose it's already set. It fired right up. Yeah, this is really awesome. I also have a Jackery solar generator, a battery with solar panels. So I have another source of power that doesn't have, near the watts that this does, 5,000, but it does have 1,000. And it can power quite a few of the items in the kitchen as well. So let's shut it down. Why don't we go ahead and try doing the running it out of fuel. We switch it right here. Move this over to here. Boy, that really didn't take long. That really didn't take long at all. Must be a very small carburetor, huh? Anyway, so we don't have any fuel in the carburetor now. And there's very little fuel left in it, actually. Let me back out for you guys. There's very little left in it. It does have a, doesn't have a digital gauge. It has a little floating job there. Yeah, it's about out. So I'm going to figure out what my mixture is again and put my, go ahead and mix this with the amount of gas I have left, this stable, and put it in there. And that way when I pour it in, it's already mixed. But couldn't be happier with this Predator generator. I was going to buy a Honda. You're looking at $3,000 for a Honda of anything with comparable power. And I know a Honda is a Honda. I love Japanese stuff. I know they're high quality. But if you look on YouTube, there is no shortage of testimonies of people that have had excellent luck with these generators from Harbor Freight. They've really stepped up their game and their tools, and these generators are pretty good. I think I saw another one the other day where I think it's called a General, another low price point generator that works really well for someone on YouTube that's had it for quite a while. He keeps it right on the back of his camper. And I'd like to figure out how I can possibly put mine. I suppose while it's just, at a campground, I got a cable to lock it up right here. I bought this. I have a couple of them actually. And, it'll slow them down. And plus it weighs 110 pounds. So it's not like a little Honda. That's another thing of the advantage of the bigger generators is you're just not going to pick that up and walk away with it. So I can put that on here, chain it to the bumper, and it'll be back here totally out of the way, very quiet, and can run this entire camper no matter where I'm at. And I'm really stoked about the RV lifestyle that I've got going on now. This little camper I've been living in for a year and a half, and it's fully self-contained. I'm fully hooked up here with water, sewer, and electric, but I'm getting ready to take a road trip in the next week or two, and I put brand new tires on it, packed the bearings. I bought this Tundra a few weeks ago that's got a V8 in it that's got 10,000 pound towing ability, and my camper only weighs 3,000 pounds. And you can put another 1,000 pounds in it. So that's 4. The payload capacity on the Tundra is another 1,700 pounds. So that's 57. That's only half. I'm only using half of what I can tow. And I'm very excited about the fact that I have a very high quality, well, I won't go so far to say high quality, but I'll say that this was made pre-pandemic when they were making campers and RVs much higher quality than they've done since the pandemic. There's lots of information online. I would be very cautious purchasing anything made from 2020 till today. These people are just throwing them together, trying to get them out the door for people to purchase because it was a big demand for them. The supply shortage came in. They were putting in different products than they normally put in. This one has all the Dometic awning, Dometic air conditioning, Dometic toilet, Dometic everything, and then whatever the refrigerator I have, I think it's called a, I forget the name of it, but that's what they put in them. And it has all the stuff and built the way, it was supposed to be built before they started taking shortcuts and finding anything they could to put in them to get them out the door. So I say high quality and the respect, I say that respectfully, that it has operated flawlessly for a year and a half that I've been living in it. I know I have a very reliable Toyota vehicle here, and now I hope to have a very reliable generator for when I'm off grid, to be able to give me all the comforts that I'm used to enjoying with full hookups. And if something should happen to that, I still have solar and other solar generator batteries that I'll be introducing in another video that I have that can actually power quite a bit. In fact, I have something that can actually power the whole camper that does not run on fuel. So those are videos coming soon. And I'm telling you, I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed to have what I have. And I'm excited about traveling the country. I'll probably be going to the lower southeast on my first little run here just to check it all out. And then there'll be future trips. Of course, I love out west. I used to live out in California, and I don't really have any toys to play in the desert with anymore. I used to have a Toyota 4Runner, and that would have really motivated me to pull this out west and then disconnect and go do a little overlanding and off-roading. This is only a 2-wheel drive truck, so I'm not going to be able to do anything like that. But, you know, seeing the country and the state parks and meeting other RV people and just everything that's going to come across my path, Miss Tammy and I think is going to be very exciting. And we're not going to worry about, you know, getting out and off-roading and doing things like that. We're going to just enjoy ourselves at state parks and RV campgrounds and such, and have fires and barbecues, cookouts, and just really enjoy ourselves. So thanks very much for viewing the video. If you liked the video, I certainly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. There is a link in the description of all my videos to any products that I might be reviewing. I don't have one. I could put one for this in there, but it's at Harbor Freight. And there's also a Amazon link in the description of all my videos, that if you like to buy things on Amazon, if you'd be so kind to use my link, it helps my channel out. It doesn't cost you 1 cent to do that. You just simply click on the link and then follow to that product, and then go from there to whatever you're looking to buy. Make your purchases, and you'll be helping out the Sarasota Tim channel. There's also another link there for buy me a coffee. And if you feel so generous, you'd like to support the channel and buy me a coffee or a gallon of gas, that would greatly be appreciated as well. So thanks very much. And remember, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow might not ever get here. Today is the day that we all need to crush it.